Hi everybody and welcome back to the tasting room. Well, it's April and the weather's starting to warm up, so it's time to start counting down the weeks to Cinco de Mayo. So we will be, over the next couple of weeks, we'll be sampling some tequilas. We're starting it off today with Lunazul. This is an Extra Aged Anejo. This has been aged in Elijah Craig Bourbon Barrels. Actually, I should say this one was finished in Elijah Craig Bourbon Barrels. Probably for just a couple extra months after the aging process. An Anejo Tequila is aged anywhere between 1 to 3 years. And this one here has been bottled at 40% alcohol or 80 proof. Now, unlike a bourbon, one thing I'm not going to talk about here on a tequila is the color, because I do not believe there are any laws against adding coloring additives in order to give the appearance that the spirit has rested more time in the barrel. Like I was saying, for a bourbon whiskey, there's actually laws against additives. You can't add anything to enhance the color, to enhance the flavor. All of the flavor from a bourbon comes directly from that barrel, as well as all of the coloring. A tequila, I don't believe that is the case. All right, so right away on the nose here, I'm getting some light, sweet fruit notes. You can smell the agave. Also getting some apricot. I'm getting some vanilla too. Most likely from that bourbon influence there. It's got a pleasant nose. I mean, it's not real complex. But yeah, but there's nothing off-putting about it. You don't have a big ethanol bite or anything. Just kind of smells light and fruity. Okay. So more fruit here on the palate, along with a little bit of that oakiness peeking through. I'm getting more notes of vanilla. And here's where I'm getting a little bit of unrefined ethanol on the back of my palate here. I mean, not so much that it's off-putting, but I mean, it's there. I mean, I hate to describe a spirit with a word as plebeian as smooth, but I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, it's smooth. There's not a whole lot of a bite. A little bit of sweet honey at the end of the palate here, as we move into the finish. And on the finish, medium length, maybe a little on the short side. There's a little bit of pepperiness there on the palate, along with a little bit more of that agave sweetness. And that's about it. Okay, so to rate this one here, on the nose, we had, like I said, it was a lighter nose. It was pleasant. Had some lighter fruit notes. You got a little bit of the agave coming through. There was a little bit of apricot, some vanilla in there from the bourbon influence. Again, not the most complex nose in the world, but pleasant. I'm going to go ahead and rate the nose for this one at 18.5 points. On the palate, that oakiness made itself a little bit more present. I think I would have liked to see a little bit more, but it was there. It was a little bit fruity. There was some nice sweet honey and some more vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and rate the taste for this one at 19.5 points. The finish, again, a little bit on the short side for me. Had a little bit of that, the cracked black pepper in there on the palate, and some more sweet agave. But again, maybe a little on the short side for the finish there. I'm going to go ahead and put the finish at 18 points. And then the overall balance, I'm going to put at 17. Overall, this one was a pleasant tequila here. Just not a whole lot to it. In terms of depth of flavor and complexity. It had your typical agave sweetness that you would expect. But again, I would have liked to see a little bit more of that Elijah Craig influence. We did get a little bit of the oakiness, and we got a little bit of vanilla. But I guess I was expecting a little bit more out of an extra aged añejo. But that said, not bad by any stretch. This was not off-putting. It was kind of tasty. It was smooth, if you want to call it that, and I think this would add something to a nice cocktail. So that's it. This is going to leave me with an overall score of 73 points for this Lunazul Extra Aged Anejo. Well, thanks everybody for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And then if you're not already a member to my channel, go ahead and hit that button and subscribe. And then after you do, make sure you ding that little bell next to the subscribe button and make sure you get notifications of new videos that come out. New videos come out on the weekends, and I would hate for you to miss one. So go ahead and do that for me, and I will see you again next week, right here on The Tasting Room.